Hello friends, welcome to my channel Keep Exploring. In today's video, we are going to discuss exercise 2.2 from the chapter Linear Equations in One Variable of class 8. So we will be discussing question number 14, 15 and 16. So let's start. Question number 14 says, Lakshmi is a cashier in a bank. She has currency notes of denominations rupees 100, 50 and 10 respectively. The ratio of the number of these notes is 2:3:5. The total cash with Lakshmi is rupees 4 lakhs. How many notes of each denomination does she have? So according to the question, we say that the total cash Lakshmi is having is 4 lakhs. She is having 100 rupee notes, 50 rupee notes and 10 rupee notes, and they are divided in the ratio 2:3:5. So when you say they are divided in the 2:3:5, that means 2 parts are 100 rupees, 3 parts are 50 rupees and 5 parts are 10 rupees of this 4 lakhs, whatever it is. So 2 parts are all 100 rupee notes, 3 parts are 50 rupee notes and 5 parts are 10 rupee notes. So first we have to find, let's see how many number of 100 rupee notes, 50 and 10 rupee are there. So as per the ratio as given, ratio of the notes, we can say ratio of the number of the notes. So ratio of the notes is given 2:3:5. So we can say let the number of rupees 100, okay, rupees 100 notes equals to 2x. As there are 2 parts are there, so we will take multiples of 2. So whatever is there, 2x. Okay. The same way, the number of 50 rupee notes or rupees 50 notes will be 3x, and the number of rupees 10 notes will be 5x. So you can see here the number 100 rupee notes is 2x, 50 is 3x and 10 is 5x. The next condition comes. So we know that the total cash is 4 lakhs. So let's see what is the amount from rupees 100 notes. Okay, first let us take how much amount is from the 100 rupee notes. So here we can assume one thing. Suppose I have 5 100 rupee notes. Suppose there are 5 100 rupee notes. That means the amount is 500. Similarly, if I have 7 100 rupee notes, so you can say I have 700 rupees. The same case is here. So what we can say, how many 100 rupee notes are there? We have 2x. The number of 100 rupee notes is 2x. So we can write the amount from rupees 100 is 2x multiplied by 100. So here we see that if I am having 5 number of 100 rupee notes, then the answer is 500, because you are multiplying 5 with the denomination 100 rupees. So 5 into 100 becomes 500. In the same way, we have 2x number, whatever it may be, 2x are there. So 2x number of 100 rupee notes are there. So the number of 100 rupees is 2x, so 2x into 100. So here we can see now, in this case what we get, the amount from 50 rupee notes you have to get. So how many 50 rupee notes are there? We are having 3x 50 rupee notes. Okay. So from 50 rupee notes now. So 3x multiplied by 50. And same thing for 10 rupee notes. How many 10 rupee notes are there? 5x. So 5x is the number of 10 rupee notes. You have to understand this one. 5x is the number of 10 rupee notes. As I am counting 10 rupee notes, I multiply by 10. So here we say that 2x multiplied by 100 gives you 200x, 3x multiplied by 50 gives you 150x, and 5x multiplied by 10 will give you 50x. Now the next condition comes, the total cash. The total cash is rupees 4 lakhs. Hence we can say, now what is the total cash? Total cash is nothing but the sum of the amount from 100 rupee, 50 rupee and 10 rupees. So the total amount we know is the sum of 100 rupee notes. So this much 100 rupee notes are there, This is the amount from the 100 rupee notes plus the amount from 50 rupee notes and the amount from 10 rupee notes equals to 4 lakhs. So let's solve it now. So 200, 150 and 50 becomes 400x. So 200x, 150x and 50x becomes 400x. So 400x equals to 4 lakhs. Hence we can say x equals to 4 lakhs by 400. So when we cancel out, we get x equals to 1000. So we have now x 6000. Now the question says how many notes of each denomination does she have? So we can say the number of how many 100 rupee notes we are there will find. We know that the number of 100 rupee notes is 2x. So 2x is nothing but 2 multiplied by 1000, that becomes 2000. That means 2000 100 rupee notes were there. Similarly, number of 50 rupee notes we can find. What is the number of 50 rupee notes? That is 3x. So 3x, x is 1000, so 3x is 3 into 1000, 3000. And the number of 10 rupee notes is 5x. So 5000. So we can say here, so 2000 100 rupee notes are there, 3000 50 rupee notes are there, and 5000 10 rupee notes are there. So together they amount to 4 lakhs. So here when we have to understand the meaning of denominations. So denomination means that 100 rupee notes, 150 rupee notes, 110. What is the value of one note here? So that is the solution of this question. Hope you have understood this one. So let's move on to the next one. It's given here, I have a total of rupees 300 in coins in denomination rupees 1, rupees 2 and rupees 5. So here is the total coins amount is 300 rupees and the denominations are 1 rupee coin, 2 rupee coin and 5 rupee coins we have. Now the condition says the number of 2 rupee coins is 3 times the number of 5 rupee coins. Now we have to again given the total number of coins is 160. So there are total 160 coins, we know that. So how many coins of each denomination are with me? Now the first condition says I have a total of 300 in coins of denomination 1 rupee, 2 rupee and 5 rupee. Now the thing is we don't know how many 1 rupee are there, 2 rupee are there and 5 rupees are there. But one condition has been given, the number of 2 rupee coins is 3 times the number of 5 rupee coins. Now and given total 160. So we know that total number of coins. So here we see total number of coins is 160. Total is 160. So let the number of 5 rupee coins. Let the number of 5 rupee coins be x. As you can see here, the number of 2 rupee coins depends upon the number of 5 rupee coins. That's why we see here that we will take the number of 5 rupee coins as x. So you have to take care which one you have to take the variable. As we see here, the number of 2 rupee coins is depending upon the number of 5 rupee coins. Hence, if I take rupees 5 coins as x, then easily I can know the number of 2 rupee coins. So the number of 2 rupee coins will be 3 times it. So 3 times the number of 5 rupee coins. So 5 rupee coins is x, then 2 rupee coins will be 3x. Now the next denomination is rupee 1 coin, 1 rupee coins. So number of 1, how to find now number of 1 rupee coins? See here, the total is 160. The total number of coins is 160. Out of that, x is 5 rupee coins and 3x are 2 rupee coins and the remaining will be 1 rupee coin. So to find the remaining from the total, we will take out these two. So from the total number of coins, if you will take out the 5 rupee coins and 2 rupee coins, we will be left out with 1 rupee coins. So that's the logic here. So from the total, we will take out the 2 rupee coins and 5 rupee coins. Hence we get now from the total, we will take out 2 rupee coins, 5 rupee coins and 2 rupee coins. Hence we get 160 minus 4x. So that's the thing. So we can write here. Now the amount from the same concept, the amount from rupees 5 coins. So what is the total amount of using the 5 rupee coins? So we know the same logic we can use it. So number of 5 rupee coins is x and the denomination is 5. So x into 5 we can get 5x. So number of coins is x and rupees 5 coins you are finding out. Similarly for 2 rupee coins. So number of 2 rupee coins is 3x. We will multiply by the denomination 2 rupee coins. We will get 6x. And the final one, rupees 1 coins. So the amount from rupees 1 coins will be, we can see here the number of coins is 160 minus 4x. The number of coins is 160 minus 4x and the denomination is 1 rupee. So we get 160 minus 4x. So here it's given now total amount. So the total amount given is rupees 300. That one total 300 rupees is there. So total amount money, first you have to find amount from the 5 rupee coins, then amount from the 2 rupee coins and amount from the 1 rupee coins is equals to 300, implies 5x plus 6x minus 4x plus 160 is equals to 300. So first we'll solve this. 5x plus 6x is 11x. 11x minus 4x gives you 7x. So 7x equals to 300. So 160 is added here. We will shift it to the right hand side. So it will be subtracted. So hence we get 7x equals to 300 minus 160 gives you 140. Hence x equals to 20. So now we can find, the question says how many coins of each denomination. So the number of 5 rupee coins. The number of 5 rupee coins is how much? 5x, x. So x money, so 20. So 25 rupee coins were there. Then number of 2 rupee coins is 3x. So 3 multiplied by 20, we get 60. And the number of 1 rupee coin is 160 minus 4x. So 160 minus 4x. 4x means 4 into 20. So 160 minus 80. We get 80. That means 80 1 rupee coins were there, 60 2 rupee coins and 20 5 rupee coins. So here we can see, we can check our answers also easily. Now you see here. So when you say 25 rupee coins, so 20 5 rupee coins, 60 2 rupee coins and 80 1 rupee coins. So 25 rupee coins means 100 rupees, 62 rupee coins becomes 120 rupees and 81 rupee coins becomes 80. So in total we get 300 and that's the total cash. Hence we have verified our answer also. So here you have to remember, whenever the question says how many coins, remember these are the number of coins and this is the amount from the coins. So you have to, at the final we have to see where to put the value of x. So we want the number of coins, so these are the number of coins. Here you have to put the value of x. Hope it is understandable. Now let's move on to the next question. It says that the organizers of an essay competition decide that a winner in the competition gets a prize of 100 and a participant who does not win gets a prize of 25. The total prize money is 3000 and we have to find the number of winners if the total number of participants is 63. So first given the total number of participants. So how many participants we have? We have total 63 participants. So out of that some will be winners, some will be non-winners. So let the number of winners. So we don't know how many winners and non-winners are there. So let us take the number of winners be x. So since the number of winners are x, so the number of non-winners we can say equals to, so you can see here total 63 were there. So out of that x are winners, so the non-winners will be 63 minus x, simple as that. So as you can see in this total participants, some are winners, some are non-winners. So total 63. So if I take out from the total the winners, I will left out with the non-winners. So from 63, if you take out this x, the remaining will be the non-winners. So we get 63 minus x. Now coming on to the prize money. So we can see the prize money for we can say the winners. Okay, so for the winners, how much we give? We give 100 rupees to the winners. So total x winners are there. So x multiplied by 100, they will get 100x. So the total money for the winners is 100x. Similarly, the total money, that's the prize money for the non-winners. So how many non-winners we have? So we have 63 minus x non-winners. So 63 minus x non-winners, and the non-winners get 25 rupees each. Okay, so this is the prize money for the winners and this is the prize money for the non-winners. Now what is the total prize money? The total prize money says it is 3000 rupees. So rupees 3000, and total prize money for winners and prize money for non-winners. So prize money for winners is 100x and for non-winners is 63 minus x multiplied by 25 equals to 3000. So here we see, so we will simplify it first. 100x, so 63 minus x multiplied by 25. Here you have to use the distributive property. So 25 into 63, 25 into x. So 25 into 63, let us do. So here we can say 63 multiplied by 25, we will get 1575. So when you multiply 63 by 25, 25 3 is 75, 5 7, 25 6 is 150 plus 7, 157 minus 25x equals to 3000. Implies 100x and minus 25x. So variables on one side and number constants on the other side. So since 1575 is added, so 1575 will be subtracted on the other side. So 100x minus 25x gives you 75x. 3000 minus 1575 gives you 1425. Now you have to just shift it. 75 is multiplied, so 75 will be divided. So we can divide it directly or else by cancellation, any method. So when you divide, you will get 19. Next, so we have got x as 19. Now let's see, the question says find the number of only winners. So we have to find the number of winners. So the number of winners, so we have taken number of winners as x. So we have already got the value of x. So number of winners is x. So x is nothing but 19. Hope the solution is clear. Thank you and keep exploring.